Good afternoon, everyone. Kalla here. Welcome to my live stream. Glad you could make it today. So today, it's more Twisted Wonderland for two reasons. One, happy birthday to Ruggie, and I'm gonna actually use some of my saved keys and gems because Savannah Claw. Gonna try and get all the Savannah Claw cats as they come out. Yes, and number two, second Beanfest event already. The English server really is speeding through. So we're gonna do both of those. We're gonna start with the Gacha. And hello Nick, it's going fine, and yes, I am ready for more Beanfest. Alright, shall we... Hopefully this doesn't put too much of a dent in my savings. So let's go. Tenfold. You got nothing in the Ruggie Gacha? Ah. Right, what have we got? What have we got, Mirror? Rare duplicates. Insomnia. Also a rare. Also a duplicate. Ah, you got the Beanfest SR. Nice. I'm probably not going to pull on that this time around. Because I've told myself I'm just restricting myself to aiming for Savannah Claw. Because you gotta place some restrictions on yourself when a Gacha game. Well, you don't have to. But it helps. Ooh! Yon you! Hello, Trey. Ooh! A Savannah Claw color! Nope. That's just a rare. I'm gonna be excited every time I see orange now, right? Oh! Orange again! Same Jack! Jack, I know we're buddies and all. Ooh! Other. Another new SR. Oh, he's cute. You have the other as well. Nice. Well, let's go again. There was only one crew feather there that time. I don't really know what that means. I don't know if anything about the animation means anything. Ooh. What are you? Ooh, Ethel! Hi! Speaking of cute. You see, I know that in some gacha games, your little animation at the beginning does kind of indicate what you get. Sometimes. But there's always the, oh, Savannah Claw. Jack again. Ooh! Savannah Claw. Leona. Leona SR, that's new. So. Jack is my buddy. He is, yep. Oh. Ruggie, but not the right Ruggie. Ooh, this is an hour again, I think. And it's Jack again. So definitely the little animation that plays when the key goes indicates whether it's like an R or an SR. But I'm pretty sure those feathers indicate nothing, considering the first pull there was like 2 of them, and this one there was 1, and both of them ended up with 2 SRs in them, so. Let's keep going. we go until I hit that birthday card, or run out of stuff. That should be an R. Diasomnia. Yep. R again. Diasomnia again. R again. And that's yeah, Scarabia. This should be an SR. Savannah Claw. Duplicates of the Leona we just got. That should be an R again. A Hearts level this time? Yes. R. And Pomfiore? No, Octavinelle. There's too many of them that are similar colours. Like around red and around blue. I mean, dupes are useful because it's it means you can make them stronger. Yeah. New SR, I'm not complaining. Oh, another SR. Hearts level this time. That's a duplicate. Which is fine. You make them higher levels. That's another SR. Oh, Savannah Claw. It's a Ruggie, and it's an SR. We're trying for your SSR. Oh, you can see his little tail underneath the lab coat. I like that. Four SRs that time. It's not bad. Again. How am I doing on the Rook vignettes? I haven't really looked at... I need to work through my vignettes. I haven't done that in a while. Is there a mission for the Rook ones at the moment? Oh, that's new. Hey, and you are. Who knew the ones I was missing? Yeah, Rook's the hunter one, right? Oh, Dear Somnia. Oh, that's new.
式典には因縁があるんじゃ。わしではないぞ。もっぱらマレウスの話よ。
I suppose instead of hunter, I should say huntsman, because that's the that's the role he is in Snow White, right? Oh. Duplicate for your lab mallets. That's fine. Again. Ruggie's gonna make me go all the way to Pity, isn't he?
闇の鏡に導かれし者よ。
Ooh. Higher rarity. That's level. Yeah, nice. I'm gonna have so many new SRs to... Yeah, I'm gonna have so many SRs to, like, level up after this, aren't I? Which is fine. Dear Somnia. Duplicate Valilia. Oh, another arrow is missing.
体力よりも魔力だ。君もそう思うのよ。
I do feel like you get a lot of items from the vignette one to level the vignette though, so I think it probably balances out, right? Again, my last tenfold key.
汝の魂の形を見せよ。
Nope. That's Garavia colours. Hello again, Jack. Me buddy. Me pal. I see you just haven't been doing the vignette ones, really. I see. I can see how that would feel a lot slower then. Maggie. Alright. Wait, what have I got? How many single keys? Should I go through my single keys? Or should I break into my gems? No, let's go for the gems for now, I think. Let's go with the gems. Single pulls feel like a pain, so.
闇の鏡に導かれし者よ。
Since I've got 21 single keys, I think if we get to 80 pulls, I'll start using the singles. Hey, Awakening Perfume! Ooh. Sleepy boy. Look at her. Was it the lab coat SR you were talking about? Awakening Perfume, you can use it. You can use it to awaken things of that level, so you can use it as if it was a duplicate. Or you can use it to buy backgrounds, or I think that's. I don't know if that's it. Two in a row. And again.
Yami no kagami ni michibikare shi mono yo.
It really is starting to look like the hyena boy is gonna make me go all the way to pity. But that's fine. That's fine. Means I get all these new cards along the way. Nope. Like, I don't know if the glow is going to be different for an SSR or to an SR. Oh, Savannah Claw. Jack. And you've been pulling more, right, Nick? Or I've just been savings mode. Do I go onto the single keys now? No, you know what? I'm doing another 10, and then we'll do the last 10 with single keys if we still have to.
Yami no kagami ni michibikare shi mono yo.
I have some games where I'll do like at least one 10 pull per banner. Usually more than one. Like Tales of the Rays, I do about 2, and then more if I really like that or I'm trying to particularly pursue something. But that game is also very free-to-play friendly, so... Nope. Nope. Hey, new card.
ナイトレイブンカレッジのルール、俺が教えてやろうか。
Oh, Savannah Claw? Ruggie, this isn't the card I was looking for of yours! Savannah Claw again. Wait, we got it! We're here! We made it! He didn't make me go all the way to Pity, just most of the way. Welcome home, the birthday boy. Aww. Literally the last one of this 10 full as well. 90 fulls and he's home. Hooray! We did it. with still a reasonable amount left, so that I shouldn't be too worried the next time a Savannah Chloris star comes up. I've got about enough for pity on another banner at the moment, so hurrah! All right then, let's go check out Beanfest. Yeah, it works the same as the other Beanfest. Oh no, wait, what's this? Upgrading spells on limited use cards. Limited use cards you earn during this event require supplies for spell upgrades. Okay. So not regular spell upgrade materials. Here are some beans, thank you. Right. Let's go. Let's see what Beanfest 2 has in store for us. A sweat-stained spectacle. Oh yeah, I forgot that. Event story, unvoiced. See, the thing is, I never cared about the stupid golden heart from the jump. Doesn't matter to me which side wins. So how's about we throw the rules out the window and just play until both of us are totally wrecked? Question which one of us is the real monster here. Run, monster, run! And I apologize for my voices because there's no way I can match the actual one. Coach Vargas, I'm here about tomorrow's Beanfest team compositions. Here are the assignments for my homeroom class. Thank you, Professor Train. Well, I'll be. There's some real gems in these matchups. Let's have a look-see. Oh, so those boys wound up on separate teams, did they? All the other team assignments had me thinking the farmer team was pretty strongly favoured to win. But now all bets are off. My, I can't help but wonder which team will take the prize. The unpredictability is half the fun. Here we are, making a sweat-stained spectacle out of a time-honoured tradition. Some prestigious academy we are. It's positively deplorable, all the more so when the faculty is clearly excited about it. Not at all, Professor. Why? That couldn't be further from the truth. Isn't that right, Coach Vargas? Yes, absolutely. I'm simply excited at the prospect of the muscle development that comes from all-out competition. I knew you were a stickler for traditional dress, but now I see your whole mindset is the same way, Professor Train. I beg your pardon? Old customs are meant to be iterated upon and updated to accommodate modern sensibilities. How can we adapt in the future if we let our minds moulder in the past? Update indeed. When was it that our school's Beanfest turned into this mockery of an event? Oh yes, that's right, during your tenure as student here, Professor Cruel. Now that you mention it, It's been, what, 15 years since Beanfest took on a more competitive format at our school? I will say it's much more manageable nowadays, now that magic has been banned from the event. I couldn't agree more. What's the point in a physically focused event that leaves you too injured to exercise? Besides, we've got a school full of troublemakers, so you've got to account for that sort of thing. Ha 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 ha. I failed to see the humour. Regardless, I'm not here to wax nostalgic over days gone by. Coach Vargas, here are the assignments for Class 1A. Received, thank you. My goodness. Indeed, this year's competition is shaping up to be even more chaotic than last year's. That's the beauty of Night Raven College. I'm going to have trouble sleeping tonight, I'll tell you that much. Right. You wonder if Gemma might overblossom this new book instead of the House Warden? I don't know. I'm really unsure. I feel like with what's going on with Callum, it might still be him, but I can't be sure. And that's how you spell train in Dutch, huh? Nice. Right. Onwards. Card Soldier Team Spirit. I keep forgetting I have to tap on it again after I've unlocked it. Riddle voice. Queen of Hearts, rule 529. If you eat steak on the night of a full moon, a cat must play the violin afterwards. Phew, good thing we had a cat beastman in Hearts level. We very nearly committed an infraction there. It was less playing and more awkward screeching, IMO. Well, there's no stipulation in the rules about what song they have to play or how well, so it still counts. Speaking of steak, the cafeteria menu seemed way higher brow than usual tonight. Steak, fried oysters, liver pie. What's the deal there? We got Beanfest coming up tomorrow. Gotta load up on calories before the big day, right? That explains it. To be sure, I do have a lot of energy after that dinner. I'm ready for some running tomorrow. Is it a good thing to have the energy today? How are you supposed to sleep properly if you got all that energy today? Shouldn't it be like a big breakfast? Did you get on the farmer team with Keita? Yeah, that's right. As far as others from my class go, Kalla and Grim also got put on the farmer side. Okay, so this is the same Beanfest. I see. You'll settle for just the steak. Yeah, same really. Not that I've ever tried oyster. I'm up for trying oyster. Probably not gonna. I'm not sure I'd like it, but I'm up for trying it. Then I guess AC is the odd man out of the posse this time. Yep, sure am. I'm on the monster team. Which is fine by me, really. Chasing is way more my style than getting chased down. Sounds like we're teammates tomorrow, then. You're on the monster team, Trey? Does that mean the House Warden is, too? No, because you gotta be on the different sides. Nope, House Wardens and Vice House Wardens always get assigned to separate teams. So House Warden Riddle is on the farmer team. I'll have to really step up my game, then. That's some card soldier spirit right there. You gotta be careful though, GC. You wouldn't want to leak any intel to the monsters before game day. Now, come on. We're not even on opposing sides yet. Yeah, yet. It's the guys who act all harmless that you really gotta watch out for. I agree with Keita. Not you two, Riddle. Sheesh. Still, tomorrow we get to go all out against everyone we face, regardless of class or dom standing. I'm pretty pumped for that. Oh no, the big AC monster's scaring me already. Juicy Riddle, we gotta get that heart for the farmers. Absolutely. I'm certainly not going to spend the whole day being chased around for nothing. I'm a pretty good runner with plenty of stamina myself. Too bad horsepower alone doesn't cut it. You gotta have brain power to make the right calls in a game like the one we're playing tomorrow. Well, I'll make sure you never capture me, if nothing else. Save it for the game, guys. You don't want to get so worked up you have trouble sleeping tonight. Don't let the whole thing cloud your judgment. You don't want to see anyone getting hurt over a glorified game of tag, understood? Okay, Mum. Now that you're done nagging, we should take a pre-game pick. Hashtag hearts level, hashtag farmers and monsters, hashtag today's friend is tomorrow's enemy, hashtag early to bed, early to rise. And posted. You guys better slam that like button. It's getting late. Don't stay up chatting too much longer, everyone. And remember, anyone who doesn't abide by lights out time will summarily lose their head. Yes, House Warden. Yes, House Warden. Hashtag too many hashtags, right? Hashtag do you really expect people to be looking at those hashtags? Better watch out. I forgot I was supposed to be doing a hidden Mickey search now that I know they exist, right? I wanted to get on the monster team this year. Yeah, you're as slow as a turtle anyway. You wouldn't be hunting anything other than people's dust on the monster team. Oh yeah? I could show you what a real hunt's like right now. Wanna try me? Loud! Yeah! Quit your yapping, go back to your den and get to sleep before I roast you both on a spit. Yes, sir, good night, House Warden, sir. Is it just me, or is Leona even moodier than usual today? My guess is he's annoyed he can't skip out on the big game tomorrow. Beanfest is a PE activity, and PE is a required credit. Leona's been cutting class so much that he's in danger of being held back again this year. Wait, really? Leona's not remotely bad at athletics. Why would he skip out on PE? Look, Jack, just because a guy's good at something doesn't mean he likes doing it. This is a golden opportunity for me to score a week's worth of daily specials at the cafeteria. I mean, I would assume that the hidden Mickeys are just in the art of the background anyway, and since this is the regular background for the Savannah Claw Dom's lounge, I was like, I should have a look. There's probably one in the foam coming off of the waterfall, I'd imagine. There's also the fact that unlike the two of us, Leona got stuck on the farmer team. I can only assume that the notion of being prey offences lion pride. Who knows? He might be stressed out over that, or not. Yeah. Who are you to say about how I feel about anything? Whoopsie, heard that, did you? I'll concede that by the rules of the game, the farmer team is the side that gets chased. But in the original story, it was the monster who wound up hunted by the farmers. Better watch out or you'll get beamed right in your muzzle. You bet I'll be watching out. That harp's not going anywhere if I've got anything to say about it. As a Savannah Claw student, I'd never embarrass my dom in a physical contest with no magic. Just you watch, I'll capture more farmers than anyone else tomorrow. You've got guts to say that to my face. Good luck with that. Fiona has a hair trigger, but he's not a bad guy. Right. Yeah. I like Savannah. He's also lazy. Just remember, we're not kids getting all excited for a field trip. You should get to bed. Yes, sir. I'll do that now. Oh yeah, there is a hidden Mickey in the phone coming off of that waterfall. You can't see it now because it's now behind Ruggie's sleeve. Look at him getting all worked up. I'll never understand canines who enjoy chasing their own tails around the yard. Good thing you've got just the monster on your side to make sure our peppy wolf friend doesn't catch you. You'd better do your job, if you hope to make good on those cafeteria daydreams of yours, that is. You're the boss. Yeah, I'm not sure who Jack is supposed to be based on, if anyone. I do like that Savannah Claw's like all beast people. You know, personally. Let's keep going. Over to activity now. I mean, it's kind of obvious why I like that, huh? And now that we've finished counting the till, we should probably call it an early night so we're rested for tomorrow. Tomorrow is Beanfest, the day we've all been waiting for, and there's nothing more essential than sleep for recovering your energy. We were on separate teams last year, and I'm afraid it's no different this year. In my freshman year, I was a Nope, that's not my asshole voice. I just did mine. In my freshman year, I was a farmer who got caught by a monster within minutes of the game commencing, which in turn led to me having to suffer through non-stop strength training with Vargas until the end of the game. I will never forget that humiliation or the resulting soreness. Surprise me once, shame on you. Surprise me twice, shame on me. And I won't be shamed this year. Trust that I will do my part and then some as a member of the monster team. While I may be on the other team, I look forward to seeing you in action. Patronize me while you still can. Yeah, they definitely look like mobsters, don't they? The hats and the stalls and the suits. And by the by, Floyd's been conspicuously absent. Where is he? I believe you'll find Floyd slumped over a lounge sofa, limp as a butterflied sardine. Beanfest is like lame city. Should I ditch? I kinda wanna ditch. Remind me who spent the whole day leading up to it last year talking about how fun it sounded. Your mood swings never cease to amaze me. It's cool for you guys. You get to be on different teams this year. Me, I'm back on the farmer team. Been there, done that, don't want to do it again. I hate being chased around. I want to be on the monster team. That would explain why you've been in such poor spirits all day. I was leaning on my classmates just a teeny tiny bit, you know. Asking if they could give up their monster spot for me, right? And the teacher just about chewed my head off. I don't care if I take a hit to my grade. I'm gonna catch up on some sleep tomorrow in my dorm. Oh dear, and there I was, happy that I got to be on the same team as you this year. I don't see what the big deal is about us getting grouped up. Seeing as I'm on the monster team, your lack of motivation is only beneficial to me. But ditching Beanfest is guaranteed to hurt your grade. Not to mention, I hear Coach Vargas has a mandatory special lesson for people who skip out. Seriously? Oh man, vibe officially ruined. I think the smarter play for you would be to show up for morning roll call, then slip out to hide for a while. True. Sensible enough. Students are free to act as they choose during the game. Lying low and remaining concealed is a moray speciality, as biology would have it. So I say embrace your nature. Oh yeah, moray eels are really good at that, aren't they? He's going to get stuck taking Coach Vargas' special lesson, isn't he? So it goes with him. Leave him to his own devices for now. Maybe he'll change his mind in the morning. If I recall from the last Beanfest event, he did just skip out, right? Oh no, wait, except given that he's one of the cards this time, I guess he didn't actually. He was trying to skip out, right? I don't remember. Yeah, I remember seeing Japan got Grim cards for the anniversary. That's kind of cool. Okay, let's see what Scarabi are up to. Hey Jamo, you still up? I should ask you the same. If you don't get to bed soon, you'll miss out on a full night's sleep. Yeah, I know, but I'm just so excited for tomorrow I can't catch a wink. Plus, something smells nice. Is that lunch for tomorrow? Yes, I came up with a meal fit for eating outside, outdoors and sharing with friends. Nice, Jamil. Now I double can't wait for tomorrow. Remember, I won't be there to serve it to you like usual. Don't forget about it and leave it at the door. Oh, right. We were on the same team last year, but I guess this year we've got to be separate, huh? It's been years since we've played a serious game of tag with each other. This is going to be a blast. You're right, it has been a while. I'm looking forward to tomorrow as well. And Pomfiore. A pre-bedtime stretch will loosen up your tense muscles and improve your blood flow. It also stimulates your It also stimulates your parasympathetic nerves, ensuring you'll get better quality sleep. You'll be doing a lot of running tomorrow, so get as much rest as you can tonight. Is that clear? Yes, sir. Now let's finish up with some leg stretches. Stay seated on the floor, press the soles of your feet together, and lean forward. Vil, I can't. My back just won't bend any further. Yeah, pal, you only look ridiculous because you're fixated on lowering your spine. Roll your hip joints open and widen your legs. You're asking for an awful lot here. Ow! Dear me, you seem to be struggling, Monsieur Pomet. Worry not. If you incorporate Vil's stretches into your daily routine, you'll limber up in no time. Allow me to demonstrate. Wow, Rook, that's amazing. Your upper body is all the way on the floor. When you have both healthy joints and flexible muscles, you can run gracefully as a wild goat. As a wild goat. Why, Rook, have you been bulking up? Your shoulders and thighs seem to have more muscle mass than usual. Oui, I have. I've spent the past month doing higher intensity training in preparation for Beanfest. Wait, you've been strength training just for one event? This year I get my wish, to compete with Vil. I would regret it immensely if I was in anything less than the best possible shape. Yeah, I'm not that flex. I don't think that this stretch. I don't think I could get very close to the ground. There are other stretches that I can get quite close to the ground on, just because I trained with them a lot. This one, I'm not so sure. You know, I do recall you saying that the key to any hunt is thorough preparation. And that's exactly right. Plus, I'm on the monster team and you two are on the farmer team. Oh, just imagining the rush of exhilaration I'll feel when I capture you is going to keep me up all night. I suggest you don't count your chickens before they've hatched. You're in for a rude awakening if you think for a moment I'll be an easy mark. And don't come crying to me later if you try to hunt a chicken only to find yourself cornered by a fox. That's a lot of heads and I don't want to do all of those. Yikes, you know what? I'm just going to avoid being anywhere near either of them tomorrow. That sounds like a good plan, Ebba. Yeah, I've definitely seen that Rook can be a little bit, Ooh. So this is Idia's room in Ignihide. I don't think we've seen the middle of it, the inside of Ignihide dorm before, have we? It's very techy. I like that, that extension cable right in the middle of the room. Like, that's a mood. A true gamer by the looks of it. Yeah, right. And there's the hidden Mickey. I can see it down in sort of down at the bottom towards the left, just to the left of the extension cable. What does Idia even sound like? Finally, it's finally done! Its internal mini module generates technomantic energy via ambient oscillation to mitigate the firepower reduction caused by the rapid-fire shots. It auto-coats every bean loaded into it with a potion to reduce air resistance, enabling a maximum firing distance of 1,800 meters. That's a long way! They call it the Anti-Monster Heavy Technomatic Beam Cannon Supreme. I've outdone myself, man, I'm a genius. Phew. On second thought, that name's way too clunky. I was totally caught up in the excitement of invention. Let's go for short and sweet. Bean Launcher it is. Bam, ship it. 1 improved grabbing arm, 2 capture rods, 2 bean blasters, 2 bean rifles, 1 bean launcher. Yeah, that should just about cover my bases. I wouldn't want to put in too much high-end gear and ruin the game balance. Guess I should deliver this stuff now. Idia, are you going out somewhere this late? Yeah, I just got to pop by the school store real quick. Okay, so he's the one who made all of the like bean guns and things, did he? For the crates or something. Oh, this is for the same deal you struck last year, right? Here, I'll help you carry all that. Thanks. And remember, we've got to be discreet. Don't want to get spotted by anyone. Right. Note to self: this is a sneaking mission. Oh, so this is what the outside of the mystery shop looks like, huh? It looks like a shack. Good evening, Sam. Hey there, my little blue imps. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but the store's closed for the day. What I want is out of stock. Oh, that's impossible, I say. I'm afraid you'll find there is a way. We're all here for Beanfest this day. Perfect. Password accepted. It's been a year since I've called you Mr. Smith, huh? Right, yeah. So anyway, I'm interested in your deal again this year. I brought, a bunch of stuff. Wow, give it up for Mr. Smith. Sounds like you've got a business transaction to negotiate. I know there's no specific rule against making your own equipment for Beanfest, but can you really do that? Oh, okay, he's making his own gear and making a deal for it to be put somewhere he can get at it, I guess. Yep, picture it's a sweaty sport fest where guys run around non-stop while I tamper with the difficulty and watch from a comfy seat on the sidelines. Is that or is that not a mega hype? Whatever you say, as long as you're voluntarily taking part in a school activity, I guess. I can't wait to see how the competition unfolds tomorrow. Ooh, this must be the inside of the Insomnia Dome. Oh, whoa, oh, grief, oh, misery! Why must the fates test me so cruelly? Keep it down, Sebek. Plenty of students have already gone to bed. What would you know of the anguish that torments me, Silver? What's all the hullabaloo, boys? I'm as lost as you. All I said was that I was on the farmer team, and Sebek prostrated himself on the floor and started sobbing inconsolably. Yes, I was trying to use my Soseki voice. Glad you got it. Our lord, the most noble, the most lofty and noble personage in the entire world, is to be hounded by others by the sole virtue of random chance. No campus event rules could begin to justify such effrontery. I say we lodge a complaint with the school immediately. Please pretend you didn't hear that, Father. Sebek's just throwing a tantrum because he didn't get on Melius's team. Dare you! Don't get cocky just because you made it onto the same team as Melius. I suppose that means it's Melius and Silver on the farmer team, and myself and Sebek on the monster team. Am I not a good enough teammate for you, Sebek? Well, sir, I would never dream of implying that. Yeah, he did say father, right? Who was he talking to? Maybe Silver's dad is, like, on the school staff or something? I am greatly honoured to have the privilege of following a warrior as renowned as yourself into battle, of course. But even then, Malleus, well... Oh, you think it was to Lilia? Well, Lilia's, like, way older than he looks, right? What is it? It's not like you to stumble over your words. Speak freely. Seniors at Night Raven College spend most of their year off campus getting outside education. And you're a junior this year. Ergo, this will be the last year you take part in our school's Beanfest event. This was my one and only chance to team up with you. You're supposed to be Malleus's attendant. Who are you to trouble him with your personal desires? I sincerely apologise for stepping out of line. You have nothing to apologise for. I asked you to speak, and you obliged. We have precious few chances indeed to turn a blade upon a king in our lifetimes. Consider it training and enjoy it for what it is. Yes, sir, but I swear on my life that I would never turn a blade upon my lord. As for you, Silver, this should make for fine Royal Guardsman training. Give it your fullest effort. Yes, sir. Nothing will happen to our lord on my watch. Look at you boys, all gung-ho over a simple game of tag. It's so silly, it's almost ridiculous. Anyway, just for the record, I plan to go after Malleus quite aggressively. I'll show you why they used to call me the Phantom Commander back in Briar Valley. Then I'll have to be quick on my feet to avoid getting apprehended right at the start. This will be the only year that all four of us can participate together. Let us make the most of it. Yes, sir. Yeah, I mean, Lillian's voice is like way deeper than his appearance suggests as well. It's pretty cool. The next day. So actual Beanfest day. Welcome, Bean Sprouts! It's that time of year again, Beanfest. I hope you all ate a balanced breakfast and chugged a raw egg or two, because you're going to need some serious energy to last through the day. I'll go over the rules for all our freshmen. Pay close attention and don't let my magnificent musculature distract you too much. Callum, you did bring your lunch, right? It comes with written instructions on how to put it together. I did. Thanks, Jamil. I know we're on different teams this year, but let's make this game a good one. A good one. Yes. Right. At long last, today's the day. Oh, how my spirit soars. Just remember, the higher you fly, the clearer a shot I'll have at beaning you. By the by, Bill, I note you're not wearing any fragrance today. I thought you made a point of claiming that fragrance was every bit as essential to one's presentation as their manner of dress. I bet that Bill doesn't want to be tracked down by his fragrance. It's also essential to know when to forego wearing it altogether. Besides, I've been told that there will be monsters afoot with a keen sense of smell. My Roy de Poisson. Poisson. I said poisson, that's fish. Let's try that one again. Roy de Poisson. As ever, your genius brings a smile to my face. I simply answer earnestness in kind. Tired. I see you decided to show up after all, Floyd. Yeah, I don't want to deal with extra lessons from Coach Lobster. I can show for the start, at least. Once the game kicks off, I'll just find a tree to nap in. And here I was hoping to play tag together like we did when we were children. Not in the mood. Alright, it's a shame, but I suppose there's no arguing with your mercurial nature. I'll be passing out field maps to each of you with supply points marked on them. Each farmer gets 10 beans, each monster gets boots that boost your running speed. Once you have your starting kit, head to your designated starting location. The game begins at 9 AM sharp. Happy hunting, kids! Hunting time, huh? Oop. Oop. I am being given a card. Is that what the grabbing claw things look like? Okay. The following card is available for a limited time during this event. Fill the official joining requirements to make it accessible after the event ends. Requirements clear the entire Beanfest 2 story. Okay, so we're being given it temporarily and we get it completely at the end. Okay. Right. Fire and water. So I need water and flora. Do I have anyone that's both of those? Yes. Auto team for flora? Except we don't want any fire, so we're just gonna swap. Oh, I have so many things now. There we go, that looks better. This is my starting point, right in sight of the Colosseum where the magic harp lies. But going in alone without any equipment is hardly much of a plan. I have not actually done any groupification since last time now. As you can see that my beans jack still isn't groupified yet. There's also safety in numbers in the event of a pincer maneuver or surprise attack. Thus, my first priority will be to get a few teammates to join me. Ooh, lucky us! We're starting right in spitting distance to the Colosseum. Now, you're right, we could probably grab the harp early if we make a beeline for it right out of the gate. Good call, let's show them the Savannah run we've been working on in our morning spell drive practice. Don't, unless you want to be eliminated within seconds of the start signal. Huh? You're farmers, are you not? If I were a monster, the first thing I would do is secure the Colosseum's defences and ensure the magic harp stays safe and sound. This is an asymmetrical game. The farmer team is intentionally designed to outnumber the monster team. If you really want to seize the initiative, your first step should be forming a group. Heh, you just want to buddy up with us for extra protection. Figures, Pomfiore is full of wimps who couldn't handle themselves in a real physical contest. Even a fancy schmancy house warden wouldn't last 5 seconds if he got surrounded by monsters. Why don't you find a tree to cower behind and stay there, your majesty? For goodness sake, your handler is completely incompetent. The least you could do is train you puppies not to bark without good reason. What? If you're this lacking in basic manners, then I'll have to give you a Pomfiore lesson on how to lie down. You are in the presence of royalty. Now kneel. You're not supposed to be fighting your own team, Val. Ooh. Supplies. Oop. Requisite 20 farmer patches. We have 18. I guess we've got to go do that battle again. Ah, damn, that one was fire. That's fine. Right, now we can do the next one. The monster hunt. All flora. Okay, we need fire. Fire, fire. There's a riddle. What's a team for fire, please? Fire is kind of not my best one. Yeah. Clearly, your bark is far worse than your bite. Dude, he's got some serious moves. He's like half our size, but he hits like a freight train. I'll have you know that my personal trainer is a former kickboxing world champion. Ah, I see. I'm sorry for disrespecting you. It would be our honor to be part of your group today. Chihuahuas would make better guard dogs than the two of you. But since you've demonstrated that you can be trained, come along now. Come along. Come along. Now. There you go. That's. You're the boss. Oh yeah, I'm quite lacking in the water department as well, actually, thinking about it. I don't know. The one I'm most confident in is my flora. That's the start signal. Alright, listen up. The key to Beanfest is staying on the offensive. After all, the best defense is a good offense. As with the aesthetics and fashion, you lose the moment you back down. No, so as with aesthetics and fashion, you lose the moment you back down. Remember that. Ooh. I'd say we start by setting up an ambush at a monster team supply point. That way we can pick off monsters before they can equip themselves. You got it, boss man. And don't call me boss man. There it is, boss man. A monster team supply crate. How quickly you people forget the most basic etiquette. I distinctly express distaste for boss man. If you must address me, try sir. Moving on, it looks like nobody's gotten to this crate yet. Let's conceal ourselves at a discreet distance and wait. Ah, here we are. That was quick. Map says there's a monster team supply crate somewhere around here. Jack, he's got an even better sense of smell than Rook. I'm not sure I can get behind him before he notices me. I smell fresh beans. I know you're there, farmers. Get out here and face me. I have to hand it to you. Your sense of smell never fails to impress. Okay, wise guy. Hello, Vil. You went on a supply run alone without your pack for support. Are you brave or merely foolhardy? Come, my compatriots, let the monster hunt begin. Yes, sir. I'd better bail. He's a serious contender in this game. We should finish him off before he can arm himself with any weapons. After him. Yes, sir.
へえ、いい度胸が終わりだね。よろしい、許可しよう。見ていられないね。見せてやる。今だ。退屈だね。
バイバイ。
悪くない。次も必ず僕を。
How can someone so big be so nimble? Just let me bean you already, for crying out loud. In your dreams, buddy. Ah! Jeez, he's fast. I can't keep up. Don't let him draw you any further out. Sorry, sir, we lost him. It's fine. I must admit that it's much harder than I was expecting to accurately hit a moving target when slinging beans by hand. According to the map, there should be a farmer's supply point not too far from here. If we want to have a smoother time dispatching monsters, we should arm ourselves with a supply crate. Ah, that must be the farmer crate there, draped in orange cloth. Let's see, a magic camo jacket, a bean blaster, and several bean bags. Yes, this is a passable selection. So we'll stand watch for you. Please go ahead and put it all on. Why, that's very considerate of you. How could I turn down an offer like that? The Beans Camo Collection, a bold, modern camouflage design based on a traditional motif. It draws inspiration from the farmers who slew the monster plaguing Happy Valley, bringing peace back to their bespoiled land. Its centerpiece is a bright combat jacket that leaves a powerful visual impression. A waist belt gives the comically baggy fit a certain chic flair, while the use of minimalist black as an accent colour on the pants and accessories pulls the look together. And the coup de grace, an updo offset by a classic beret, effortless by all appearances, yet meticulously styled to perfection. Whoa, amazing! No one knows beauty like the House Warden of Pomfiore. I barely understood most of that, but I can tell this is a big deal. Then at least internalise this. Accessorise oversized outerwear with a small handbag. That's all you need to evoke this season's fashion trends. That's a styling tip you can use yourself starting today. I expect you to memorise it. Yes, sir, thanks for the tip, sir. We'll pass it on to our house warden. I'm sure he'll appreciate it. I don't think Leona is going to care. Ah, nice. Four SRs out of a temple. Nice. Leave it to Bill to spare no effort in his pursuit of... what even is that word? Pulchritude. I don't know what that means. Even during this game. I must say, though, he certainly wasted no time securing both equipment and allies. Were I to challenge him now, I would undoubtedly go from predator to prey. One must never rush when hunting dangerous game. I should see about securing some equipment and allies of my own. Ooh, the botanical garden. Looks like the supply crate's untouched. I suppose it has yet to be visited by any adventurers. Ooh, a magic camo jacket and a communicator. Ah, and this looks like a racket. Is that how you spell that? Maybe it is in French. A racket that deflects beans. Oh, this is quite the handy haul. I think I'll take it all. Yeah. I can only hope I can do Bill's fashion tips justice. Now, if my reader's right, he should be showing up any minute now. It was the French spelling. Okay. There he is. I'd know that gait and breathing pattern anywhere. Bonjour, Chevalier de Roses. Comment allez-vous? How are you? Whoa! Oh, it's just you, Rook. You nearly scared the pants off of me. Ooh la la, pardonnez-moi. I wasn't trying to, I assure you. Come on, we both know better than that, and that smirk on your face certainly isn't helping your case. Here, you have me dead to rights. You see, I have been waiting for you. You know, I'm really glad I know some French, so that I can at least attempt the pronunciation properly on when Rook is talking. It's like, glad I know some French. How did you even know I'd be coming? Well, you see, ever aware of your position as Vice House Warden of Hearts level, you strive to achieve exceptional marks in any situation that could reflect upon your dorm or its House Warden, the Roi de Roses. More so in exams or extracurriculars, any occasion with discernible outcomes for all dorms involved. But you don't like drawing attention to yourself. You're not a proactive man when it comes to events such as the one we find ourselves embroiled in today. Yet I imagined you would regard an early elimination as a blemish on the Hearts level name. And indeed, the Trey Clover I know wouldn't go out of his way to seek to nab farmers for a chance in the spotlight. You weren't likely to take an aggressive stance, therefore. You would hunker down in territory familiar to you, behind natural fortifications, and wait out the enemy for a spell. Then, once a sufficient amount of time passed, you would go on the move. That's where the Botanical Garden comes into play. It's full of obstacles that block line of sight, and you'd be more familiar with it than most, given your affiliation with the Science Club. Hence, if I wanted to encounter you, I was much more likely to do so by waiting here than by wandering the fields at random. And there you have it, my reasoning as someone who's been in the Science Club with you since enrolling. Just look at Trey's face. He is disturbed. How far from the mark was I? Boy, that was a mouthful and a half. I wasn't expecting a full lecture. You really are observant. It's kind of scary. Those words are music to my ears, my friend. So, why go to all this trouble to search for me? I thought we might enjoy the game together as fellow Vice House Wardens. I'm flattered that you'd offer, but you just said I'm not the most proactive type. And you're absolutely right. All I care about is surviving long enough that the House Warden and my underclassmen won't give me a hard time. Trey, have you ever thought about why it is that House Wardens and Vice House Wardens are placed on separate teams in the contest? To avoid a power imbalance, I'd assume? But in this game, all magic is forbidden, no? A House Warden is not necessarily more physically adept than his Vice House Warden. Ah, that's a good point, actually. What is it that tips the scales so heavily in one direction or another, then? Oh, I think I get it. This is the third Beanfest game I've played in. But in the past 2 games, the people who made it all the way to the end were always in groups of at least 3, if I recall correctly. You strike right to the heart of the matter. Brilliant deduction, Trey. What is it teams need to persevere? Why? Leadership. That is an asset that can only be honed through personal experience. There are no shortcuts or substitutes for it. Ah, nice. Congratulations on pulling the birthday boy. Okay, sure. I'll grant that more people means more options for formation-based tactics. But banding together with random people you happen to meet doesn't exactly make for great teamwork. Especially considering how uncooperative most of the student body is. Uncooperative. That's putting it mildly, Trey. That's putting it mildly. But Phil has already leveraged his strength to enlist the aid of Savannah Claw. Leave it to Phil to casually assert authority over another Dom students and have them accept it enthusiastically. Indeed, truly he does the seat of Pomfiore House Warden justice like no other. I presume Phil will seek to recruit more allies to his side. If I am to challenge that fair, deadly beast, I must gather assets of my own. I need cooperation from someone whose leadership ability rivals that of the House Wardens themselves. So please, my friend, would you be willing to lend me your aid? Okay, fine, I'll go with you, sheesh. No promises I'll actually be useful. Merci beaucoup, Chevalier de Roses. I'm most grateful to have your friendship. No randos should bother me if I catch some Z's in the branches around here. Yep. Yeah, that stupid Octavidel Jr. I ran into on the way here, though. Well, you should be helping your upperclassmen out. I'm super lame and whiny. Why should I carry a bunch of wimps through the game for free? What is this, community service? Guy was going on about giving me his beam blaster in return, but I don't even want the dumb thing. I gave him my best death glare, and he just shoved it in my hands like, "Oh, you can have it anyway. Forget I said anything." Then he booked it. What a goofy sound. This thing's like a toy for babies. Jade seemed pretty happy yesterday about getting to play tag with Azel. I wonder where he's at now. Azel's been prepping for this for ages so he can boost his PE grade. I asked him what he was up to once, and he was like, "I'm not disclosing my plans when there's a non-zero chance you could be my enemy." I mean, with a no magic rule in place, Jade and I could squeeze most people in the game if we teamed up, right? Yeah, it's no fun when there's no challenge. Oh, hey, it's Krabby and Gator. Let's see, according to the map, there are multiple farmer supply crates in the woods near Ramshackle Dorm. But we're on the monster team. Why would we venture out to enemy supply crates? You gotta play it smart in tag, Sevak. You can't just run hard and call it good. The supply crates might as well be bait to lure out our targets. You get where I'm going with this. Ah, you speak of setting up an ambush. Now you're getting it. Start of the game is when farmers are most likely to be seeking out equipment. Then the sooner we act, the better. To action! Sheesh, not so loud, jeez! Remember, we're supposed to get the jump on the enemy. You gotta play it quiet-like. Be stealthy. An ambush, huh? Not the worst play, but the farmers outnumber the monsters by a lot. They could easily get surrounded. Krabby's a quick thinker. Too bad his follow-through always falls flat. Same story in the basketball club. Now someone else is coming. It's a sea otter, and he looks like he's carrying some ginormous bundle on his back. Phew, this lunch kit Janel packed for me sure is heavy. I can smell the meat and spices all the way up here. Is that whole thing full of food? The weather's nice. If I want to set this up to eat with a group, it's gotta be in the commons. Then again, I can't rule out the courtyard. But if I want a place to really relax, maybe the botanical garden would be better. Warm in there year-round, the vibe would certainly be closer to the scalding sands than I'd get anywhere outdoors this time of year. Alright, lunch at the botanical gardens it is. Sea otter, is that because he's so playful? Maybe. It does fit, doesn't it? Is he totally forgetting farmers are supposed to get the harp? Well, whatever. Not like I'm in a position to harp on anyone. Yeah. There's still some time before lunch. I'd better get more pawns in the meantime. Oh hey, what up, Sea Snake? Floyd? Where? Up above? Yeah, yes, pun. Harp. Pun with the harp. Harp pun. Oh hey, what up, Sea Snake? Floyd? Where? Up above? Yep, right here in the trees. Oh no, he caught me completely off guard. I know he's on the farmer team. What awful luck running into such major opposition this early in the game. Losing to a house warden or vice house warden would be one thing, but it's far too early to be eliminated by a regular student. This is going to be an embarrassment to Scarabia. How do I get out of this? Sea Snake, want a bean blaster? Wait, what? I just ain't feeling it. I want to take a nap and I'm not using this, so you can have it. I'm a monster, but he's giving me a piece of farmer equipment. What's going on here? Ah, I see now. I'm betting he can't see my patch from where he is. I should be careful not to do anything to provoke him. I'm good, thanks. If I took that off your hands and you ended up in trouble later because of it, I'd be the one taking the blame. You're a real smooth liar, Sea Snake. Saw Sea Otter pass by a few moments ago and he was wearing a farmer patch. You're the vice house warden, so you gotta be a monster, right? That makes us enemies. So, you were onto me. It's not nice to toy with your prey, you know. You could have just been there with that blaster and spared us this entire song and dance. What, do you want to get eliminated? Look, I told you, I ain't feeling it. Huh? You're chasing after Sea Otter, right? He's headed for the botanical garden. What's your angle? What do you get out of leaking intel to your enemy? Couldn't care less who's friend or foe. Instead I wanted a nap and I'm gonna take one. So how about you get lost and we call it good? I still feel like I'm missing something. I should probably get out of here before he changes his mind. If he did change his mind and come after me, I wouldn't stand a chance against him unarmed. Alright, I'll take the tip for what it is and leave you to your nap. Great. Later! Finally, some peace and quiet. Floyd just wants a nap and doesn't care what's going on, does he? Okay, what's my prerequisite? 35. Guess we need to do another battle. This was the one I needed fire for. Fire, fire. How many does that get me? 2. Okay, we're gonna have to do that a couple more times. Which means that after this we're going to be completely out of beans. I like the people on my friends list with riddles. Riddle seems really strong. 34. We need 35.
ていられないね。
Riddle has the highest attack stats in the whole game. Yeah, I can see that. Yep, that makes a lot of sense.
よろしいんですか？
考えたっすね。
力になりますよ。もっと楽しめるかと。残念です。
Right. Fire and Flora. My current team is set up for being fire, so I want some water. Do I have anyone on my friends list who's like all water? Not really. Nope. Then we'll take water and Flora, I guess. This team's probably fine. We should be far enough, and we should be far enough now, right? Can we take a quick breather, House Warden Rosehearts? You really do run fast. Thank you. When it comes to running speed and stamina, I'm right in my element. But Ace was correct about what he said yesterday. I can't skate by on horsepower alone in this game. I need to use my head to get through this. I've used up all my beans, so I gotta think. At least Ace got knocked out of the game a few minutes ago. When we had that run-in with the monster team, Azel said he'd let us go. But I have a hard time taking that at face value. We'd better get equipment and allies while we still can. You know, I was with Kata and Kalla back at the start of the game. I ended up letting them use me as bait, but still. If we retrace my route, maybe we can join back up with them. Something's coming! On your feet, Juice! Found you. Jack! Grabbing arm activate. You're finished now, Riddle. I don't think so. Look at Juice getting in the way. Being a good bodyguard. Got you. Wait, what? You covered me again, Juice? Farmer team, Juice, eliminated. You did the same thing when Azel was coming after me. Why? It was you who helped me first, House Warden. As a card soldier, I'm not about to let my Dawn boss get eliminated. Now get going. Kata's group should be headed for the botanical garden. Alright, I'll make your loss count for something. Well, we meet again, Riddle. A pincer maneuver. Your timing is more than a little suspect. You must have been in league with Jack this whole time, haven't you? You never intended to let us go from the start. Please, I just happened to be going in the same direction as you. I believe I told you I'd be happy to give you a fair fight if we cross paths again. And now we have. It's time to follow through. Urgh. I think I'm finished. What? Being fire from behind? Who's this, do we think? Is it Sniper Jade? Is this? I don't know. You dodged a surprise beam blaster attack, huh? I have to hand it to you, Jack. What are you doing here? Oh! FL, okay. I got your back, Riddle. FL? I commend your bravery for rushing to someone else's aid alone. You'll find that we're far better equipped than you. All you've done is give us another soft target. Are you certain about that? What? So, are you certain about that? There we go. Vil, how did you get in so close without me noticing? Clearly, chasing that rabbit gave you a bad case of tunnel vision. Allow me to demonstrate which of us actually walked into a trap. Okay, we're going to walk fire first, and then it's a 50-50 between if that's going to be fire or flora. So it's safest for me to go. It would be safest for me to go fire again, but that's my healer. So let's risk it with water. I got the right one. Okay, probably fire, but I don't have. So we'll just go fire twice. And I think that's gonna have to be it for this time, because I am literally out of beans. Beans are gone. They will do the same we did last Beanfest, and I'll store up a bunch of beans and stuff, and make sure that I have enough to get through the end of the story next time. So, thank you very much for coming. It's been fun. If you're new here and you've enjoyed your time, please consider subscribing to the channel. Follow me on Twitter, which is where I post the streaming schedule for the week. It's in the pinned tweet. The next scheduled stream is actually in just over 3 hours at 7 PM BST, and we're going to be playing more Cupid Parasite. We should actually finish the common route this time. Completely forgot the word common route. I think we're going to finish the common route this time. So, see you then or another time. And once again, thanks for coming. This is Kalla signing out. See ya. Bye bye.